Hey guys, this is John Watts. I appreciate you watching this video. We're going to talk about the difference between a bench trial and a jury trial. So we're not talking about arbitration. We're talking about actual court cases. But how do you try those cases? Well, you can either try them to a judge, that's a bench trial, or you try them to the judge along with a jury, and that's a jury trial. And in a jury trial, the jury decides the facts. Now, the judge always decides the law, but the jury decides the facts. So let's take a car wreck case. I say I had the green light, you say you had the green light, and we collide in the middle. Well, unless there was a malfunction in the lighting, somebody is not being accurate here. Well, the jury would decide that. Now, if you have a bench trial where it's just a judge, then the judge makes those findings of fact. They decide who had the green light. Maybe this is a credit reporting case where you're suing a credit bureau. We're suing a furnisher of information to a credit bureau. And the question is, did that company do a proper investigation when you disputed false information? Well, if it's a bench trial, the judge makes that decision. If it's a jury trial, the jury makes that decision. Now, what are the pros and cons? Well, typically with a bench trial, it'll be quicker. So I'll give you an example. I'm recording this, I think it's June 15 when I'm recording this. So we have not had jury trials in state court since March, and we will not have them until at least September. Now, federal court's a little bit different, but just because of COVID-19, we're not really going to have like 12 strangers come in and say, sit next to each other for 3 or 4 or 5 days or 2 weeks and stay in a little jury room. And, people aren't interested in that. Now, we could have a bench trial, though. Okay? We could do that in person. It could be done by Zoom. It could be done virtually. So the point is, it's just easier to schedule these things. And there's a lot that has to go on in a jury trial that if you're just trying the case to the court, to the judge, a bench trial, the judge doesn't have to explain what the burden of proof is and how evidence works and things like that. So it is a little quicker. Now, the downside is you do not have a jury. And typically when we're suing, we want a jury. We want either 6 people in federal court, 12 people in state court, a jury of our peers. They can put their collective experience and wisdom together to reach a decision. And typically that's more favorable than being just in front of a judge. But there might be a case where maybe there's sort of some explosive facts that don't really change the fact that this company did something bad, but maybe it sort of looks bad for our client. And we say, you know what, we're afraid a jury would be confused by that. Maybe we just want a bench, just want a judge to try that case. So generally, both sides have to agree for it to be a bench trial. Let me sort of say it another way. It's a bench trial unless one person, one side, says, I want a jury trial. If one side wants a jury trial, there's some time limitations when you can request it. But basically, if the plaintiff who sued, if the defendant who got sued, and if you sued half a dozen defendants and one wants a jury trial, you're having a jury trial. So in essence, both sides have to agree to not request a jury trial. And even if you do that, I've been in federal court before where the judge says, I know it's a bench trial, but I'm going to impanel an advisory jury because I want their help in deciding who had the green light, or that was, in that case, it was a trademark litigation case. So a judge may do that. But the point is, basically, the advantage of a bench trial is it's quicker. The advantage of a jury trial is you have a jury. So I hope that that's helpful, and thanks for watching this video. And feel free to subscribe to our channel, watch other videos we have, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.